What is up, you guys? It's Sussan Mourad here with Clevver News, and Kendall and Kylie have issued a response to claims they haven't been paying their clothing line workers fairly amid the pandemic.
We've just managed to forget the fact that Kylie Jenner was stripped of her billionaire status by Forbes and allegedly forging her tax returns, and now the Jenner sisters have been hit with another controversy surrounding their unfair pay for clothing line workers. Along with Kylie and Kendall, many other celebrities, including Cardi B, have been hit with claims that Global Brand Group, the company who owns the clothing lines sold and marketed under their names, has left thousands of garment workers starving around the world. According to a recent report, Kylie and Kendall have refused to pay their factory workers in Bangladesh, who create the garments for their Kendall and Kylie fashion line amid the pandemic. The fashion non-profit company Remake published the report that also claims that clothing makers would not be paid for garments made in February and March due to sudden drops in sales. CEO of Global Brand Group's Rick Darling issued a statement saying, quote, "Given the unpredictability of the situation, our retail partners have cancelled orders, and existing inventory and product in production may have no sell-through. Consequently, we have no choice but to make the difficult decision to cancel all Spring-Summer 2020 orders from all suppliers without liability." Remake fired back, claiming that Global Brands Group does have a choice, but the company is just choosing not to implement it. Global Brand Group's decision resulted in more than 50,000 factory workers in Bangladesh and Los Angeles being left in a vulnerable position, some even at risk of starving to death, while others have lost out on receiving government assistance. They also pointed out that those disproportionately affected by the pulled contracts are mostly black and brown women who work 10 to 12-hour days and live paycheck to paycheck. These women also live in crowded urban dwellings and take congested transportation to get to work. Not to mention, factories around the world are reopening, forcing garment makers to come back to work despite rising infection rates, ultimately risking their own health. Rumors have gotten so out of hand to the point that fans are now lobbying for Kendall and Kylie to pay their factory workers. One fan responded to a recent post from Kylie saying, quote, "Pay your workers. Kylie Jenner, Cardi B, Kendall Jenner, you have billions, but you are refusing to pay poor women who make your clothing for minimum wage in Bangladesh. Hope you are taking notice, CNN, ABC, CBS News, NBC News, hashtag labor rights, hashtag women's rights." Others had much stronger opinions on the matter, like this user who tweeted, "People are dying in my country and Kylie Jenner is ordering products for her company from them and refusing to pay them everything." And another user has even accused Kylie of being a performative activist, saying, "Kylie Jenner is the perfect example of performative activism, posting about BLM on her social media just to appease her fans. But behind the scenes, her companies are unwilling to pay poor, mostly female garment workers in Bangladesh. Make it make sense." A petition for the cause to pay factory workers fairly was part of a hashtag PayUp campaign that demands that multi-million-dollar brands like Gap and Primark honor their contracts with suppliers so they can pay their workers, and has since attracted over 200,000 signatures. The outrage has gotten back to Kendall and Kylie, who have since issued a statement to their official clothing company Instagram account completely slamming these claims. The statement read, quote, "We would like to address the unfortunate and incorrect rumor that Global Brands Group owns the Kendall and Kylie brand and that we have neglected to pay factory workers in Bangladesh as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. This is untrue. The Kendall and Kylie brand is owned by 3072541 Canada Inc., not GBG. The brand has worked with CAA GBG in the past in a sales and business development capacity only." It goes on to say, "We know these are trying times for the fashion industry and garment workers as a whole, and we continue to support all of our partners working in factories who produce our goods. We manufacture in countries all over the world and have not received any concerns from the factories who produce our goods." According to Kendall and Kylie's official statement, thankfully the claims seem to be untrue, but we'll keep you guys updated should the story continue to develop.
And for more news on the Kardashians, click right over here for another Clevver video. Then be sure to let me know all your thoughts on this, including Kendall and Kylie's response to these claims, right here in the comment section below. I'm your host, Sussan Mourad. I'll catch you later. Bye, guys.